Hey, how you doing? This is Martin, owner trainer Fuller Fitness, and today's video um, is about using certain equipment that might work best for you. For me, I like to lift as heavy as I possibly can, almost every chance that I get. And the interesting thing about that is you have to be safe and smart while doing stuff like that, because if you are using a bar or dumbbells, you can move that in a certain way compared to pushing or lifting a Atlas soft stone or any Atlas stone. The one I have is an Atlas soft stone, and I've been wanting to record this for a while, but I wasn't sure and almost certain that I couldn't really lift it, especially lift it up to a certain height. And for those of us who lift um, any kind of resistance training, you know that just because you did it the one time before, don't mean you'll be able to do it every time. So you can't see it yet, but you will once I lift it. The one I have right now is a 175-pound Atlas softstone, and that's not heavy depending on what you're doing. Again, for those of I'm 36 years old, so for those of us that have been lifting certain dumbbells and certain barbells and certain barbells for squat and certain barbells for bench press, 175 is not heavy, but again, depending on what you're trying to push, move, lift, the weight is very different. And again, if you don't have experience with medicine balls, soft stones, or Atlas soft stones, there is definitely a difference. And as far as how and why a medicine ball or soft stone is just a different uh, challenge. Um, Again, for those of us that are old enough, you've been doing some of the same stuff: bench press, squat, deadlift, pull ups, dips, for those of us that can do it. So for me, um, doing certain things for like 22 years, if not a little longer, especially push ups, I've been doing that longer. So for weights, it's overcoming boredom, um, and trying to see what else you might be good at. So I just did a little bit of warm up, and hopefully you don't mind me trying to explain myself a little bit. Again, just because you did it the one time don't mean you'll be able to do it every time. So I think it's been about a week or two since I lifted it. So hopefully I can lift it, for my sake, in terms of not hurting anything. And my cat is in my room, so I don't have to worry about hitting her. Right, so I don't know if I'm gonna try to do two. Um, and I don't know if I'll do the second one on video, but I'm definitely hoping to do the first one if I can do it at all today. Do the first one, and then possibly do the other one if it doesn't take too long for me to get to that point to even do the second one, and if I can even do the second one. So again, it's an Atlas softstone for those who might not be familiar with it. Excuse me. And the one that I'm going to try to lift and hope that I can lift today is 175 pounds. And that's the heaviest one that I have. Currently, I might get 200. Right. Alright, so or I was lucky to even be able to lift it to my knees. Okay. Alright, so I did lift it. I'm not sure if I lifted it enough to where you were able to see it, but I did lift it. And again, you shouldn't think that just because you can lift a certain dumbbell, barbell, and certain other things, that you can lift everything just as well, just as easy. So, I definitely want to try a second one, even though I couldn't lift the other one up here like I wanted to, depending on how much you saw. So, having the strength to do it at least once, and then the stamina to hopefully try to do it a second time. So, and you know, depending on how many reps you do, how fast you move, whether or not you've done it before, your previous conditioning will dictate if you're out of breath and needing to take a certain amount of time to relax, recover. So usually the goal is try to wait at least 2 minutes, possibly 3. So for those of you who might watch the video all the way through, and that's if I can even lift it, and not only lift it, hopefully lift it up here like I did the last time I did it. For some reason this time I didn't, but I did actually lift it. So hopefully when I do the second one, I can get it here and maybe up here. So that's what my goal is for today. Compared to if I used a 150, I know for sure I can actually put that over both shoulders, not over my head, but I can, lift it up on both shoulders. And for those of you who have not seen it, I've actually done it in previous videos, likely to do it again. But like I said, depending on how many of my videos you've seen specifically this year, I've actually lifted my 150 pound Atlas softstone up over my shoulders, having a difficult time trying to get it up over my head with the ball being as big as it is. So sometimes it's not the weight, sometimes it's just the equipment and it being so big or slippery or whatever it might be for you. So alright, so like I said, I'm definitely planned on doing 2. So I'm gonna try the second one and see if I can either get it up to my stomach or up toward my chest. Last time I did it, not today, but the last time I did it, I was able to lift it up to like here, I think. So, which you can also see on my Instagram, because it's likely I'll put more stuff there, because the videos are only a minute. So if you want to check out my Instagram, I can put a link at the bottom of the video for you to check that stuff out there. But like I said, for those of you that are watching this video and especially allowing me to catch my breath so I can try to do it a second time, I appreciate that. Alright, so try the second one and that'll be it for today, at least with 175 pounds. Actually, next time I'm hoping to flip a 220 pound tire. At least it's called a tire, but it's a really big 220 pound tube. So hopefully in the next video at some point next week, I'm hoping to do that, which will be different because I haven't flipped a tire, especially of that size and weight. All right, second and last one. trying to figure out where to put your arms. There we go. That's what I wanted to do the first time, and I got it the second time. Sometimes the second time is better. So again, that's just for the sake of challenging your body different compared to using other equipment, bars, dumbbells, kettlebells for those who use those, like those. Excuse me. I don't really care for kettlebells. If you do, have at it. I don't really care for them. But as far as lifting stuff like that, like the focus wasn't my abs, but with that being so big and heavy enough, you definitely feel it. I definitely feel it. I believe other people who do it would do it, would and do feel the abs, thighs, butt, calves, a little bit in your hamstrings, depending on how you stand. So, for the sake of a challenge and for me, fun. My clients don't think of it as fun, especially the first few times, but it's worth it. Even if you're trying to lose weight, like it don't have to be 175 pounds, but because I do have a 50 pound ball over there, 100, 150, and 175 was the last one I bought, I believe. So the biggest, the heaviest, and most expensive. So again, as far as me recording, just to explain that to you for those who haven't seen other videos, and definitely not with me lifting 175 pounds, because before it took me a while to even get to the point where I can do that, especially to do it without hurting myself. So again, hopefully you try it if you have a gym, friends or family who have that. Again, for the sake of the challenge, and then for if you're weird or different like I am, doing something different. This is Mark, owner trainer, Fuller Fitness. Take care.